Hi, my name's Ian Anderson, and if you don't know me, I make videos and write about video editing mostly in Final Cut Pro. My family and I were lucky enough to get a Tesla Model 3 earlier this year, and because a lot of people are interested in electric cars, and especially in Teslas, I thought it might be worth making a video about our experiences owning a Tesla over a few months in Australia. First up, performance. Now, I'm not a car guy. I've never really cared much about performance, and my previous car was a Honda Jazz. Before that, I had a Hyundai Getz and some Volvos. The Tesla is very different. When you put your foot down, it just goes instantly, faster than I need it to, and it's like a roller coaster taking off. Leaving a red light first is fun every time, and yet the weight and solidity of the car makes it feel far safer than anything I've been in before. It's the perfect car for someone who likes going whoosh, but doesn't want a speeding ticket. Electric cars have instant torque, or pushing power, and a base-level Tesla Model 3 goes faster than anyone driving at legal speeds on the road needs. There are two higher-spec dual-motor models for people who need slightly longer range or want even more performance, and you'll know if those more expensive models are for you. But you probably don't need them. Now, this isn't the only electric car I've driven. I took a Polestar single-motor for a test drive, and I was quite disappointed.
We're gonna floor it.
Go.
It just didn't go like the Tesla can from a standing start. Visibility was comparatively pretty poor, and although the interface was more traditional, it felt like a car and not like a spaceship. And that brings me to minimal. The interior of a Tesla feels unlike any other car because you're not crowded in by buttons for climate control, gear changes, and music. Essential controls are on the stalks, windows and doors are normal enough, hazard lights are up here in the middle, and everything else is on the giant touchscreen in the center of the dash. Once you get used to it, every other car feels like a backward step. It's all clean, easy, and simple to get used to. There is a transition period where you'll need to learn how to find some controls, because a touchscreen interface doesn't have the obviousness of a marked button on a stick. You'll need to spend a little bit of time with the tutorial videos built into the car and available on the Tesla website to get the most out of it, but it's absolutely worth it. One big change, which is really easy to get used to, is the one-pedal driving experience. As soon as you stop accelerating, the car automatically starts to slow down, and you only need to use the brakes if you need to cancel cruise control or slow down quite quickly. It's awesome and smart. Driving position is saved into profiles for all drivers, so the car can automatically adjust to whoever is driving. The user interface is well organized, the maps work well, and you can use your voice to control obscure things while you're driving if you don't want to dig into an unfamiliar menu. Turn on the driver's seat heater. It's the autopilot features which really make a huge difference though. The traffic-aware cruise control, which you can think of as auto speed, will keep you at the detected speed limit, but you can of course override that up or down for when it gets it wrong. It'll then stay locked onto that speed, going up or down hills, and will slow down when it sees a car in front of you. A double tap on the right stalk adds auto steering to the mix, and now the Tesla will steer to keep you in the middle of its lane, even on moderately curvy roads. You shouldn't use this on smaller roads, but it's amazing on the highway. Other newer cars do have similar features, but from what I've read, they're just not as good. This feature is great, and the difference it makes to driver fatigue on a long drive is just huge. Now, you can pay extra for more auto-driving features, but here in Australia, it's probably not worth it. When or if full self-driving actually arrives and lives up to its promises, it might be worth it, but probably not yet. Now, charging is easy and range is great. Now, if you don't have an electric car, range anxiety is probably your biggest worry, but it is rarely a problem at all. Charge overnight, and every day you'll leave the house with a full battery, so you'll nearly always have more than, say, 60% range remaining. For longer road trips, you may need to charge at the place you're staying, or find a public charger. Now, charging speed is all about how many kilowatts you can get into the thing in an hour. The free charger that comes with the car only does 2 kilowatts, from a standard household 10 amp plug or 3 kilowatts from a 15 amp caravan plug. At home, a fast convenient option is to buy a Tesla wall connector or another third-party charger to give you 7 kilowatts or higher without using the mobile connector at all, and that'll let you charge up fully overnight. If you want to sometimes do back-to-back day trips, this is a good way to go. Public chargers start at around the same 7 kilowatts as a home charger, though if they have 3-phase power, they may offer 11 kilowatts. Much faster is to use a DC charger from 50 kilowatts and up, which could take you from 20% to 100% in about an hour. Tesla superchargers and some other very fast chargers can offer 125 kilowatts, or even more, for a full charge that'll take less than half an hour. Now, all of this is only relevant for longer stays away. If you're driving under, say, 400 km from home in a round trip, you probably won't need to charge away from home at all. Let's finish up. A Tesla is an iPhone when every other car is a dumb phone. Moving to a Tesla is a one-way trip to electric cars. Once you own a Tesla, you'll never want to drive a non-electric car again, and you'll probably be pretty fussy about non-Tesla electric cars too. Traditional manufacturers are still using most of the extra buttons and dials that the Tesla does away with, and personally, I don't want them back. There will be many more choices in the market eventually, but if you can afford a Tesla, jump in. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have any questions that I haven't answered, please ask them in the comments and I'll see what I can do in the next video. If you want to see more, then, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.